2, 3. Okay. Hi there, Gemini. It's Ben from Unity Tarot Readings. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you to do with December 7th new moon. Okay. So now this reading is for all Geminis, whether it's your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, or your Venus sign. Okay. So there was a bit of an issue with the first reading where I actually ran out of space. So that's why the cards are already laying out. This reading might resonate with you, it might not. If it does, leave a like, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so let me just explain quickly. This is your overarching energy on your present self, which is here right now. This is your distant past, this is your recent past, this is your future, this is your goal, and then these are two cards that we will get into later. As you can see, one is the Empress, but this is just an additional messages from Spirit. Okay, Gemini, let's get into it. Okay, so your overarching energy at the moment is the King of Swords. Okay, the King of Swords. So Gemini, this is you. This is you sitting there. You know, perfectly content with life. You know what you want. You know what you need. And this is you just being you. Okay, if you have to work, you'll work. You'll do spiritual work. Okay. Now, Gemini, this is you in the present moment. The Eight of Wands. See how all of these wands are up in the air again. So an air energy. So you have these tools with you that's equipped you, and they're just all working towards the right direction. Okay. So now your past, Gemini, it's the Queen of Pentacles. Your divine feminine is balanced. Okay, she's sitting in nature, she's enjoying herself, she's protecting her elements, her air, wind, fire, earth, and ether. Okay, now your Six of Wands. Okay, Gemini, you've done a lot of work in the recent past. You've done a lot of work to find peace. You've done a lot of work to gather your followers, to gather your tribe, to gather your spiritual family, and wander forth on this new and beautiful adventure that is coming to you. Okay, your future at the moment is the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands like this to me comes to me as a warning, Gemini. Be very careful in the future not to pick up other people's burdens, because it's going to hurt you. It's going to stop you from seeing this beautiful future here in the history, in the horizon. It's going to stop you from seeing what you have. It's going to burden your back. It's going to give you a lot of pain. So just be very careful. You don't need to carry other people's burdens. You don't need to carry other people's wands. Okay, everybody should be carrying their own wands. And now your goal, Gemini, is this beautiful Three of Pentacles. Okay. This absolutely stunning Three of Pentacles. So, as you can see here, this Three of Pentacles, if you believe in the rule of three, it's divine three, okay? You're busy building your temple, you're busy setting your foundations down. You're listening to other people's advice, but be very careful that when you listen to other people's advice, you don't pick up their burdens. You're busy creating a new, solid, stable future. So this could mean that you could be starting a new job, or you could be getting a new increase at your job. So, that's all good things at the moment, Gemini. And now, Gemini, we have 4 different cards just to gain some clarity on this entire issue. Or not issue, this entire reading. Okay, so these are additional cards from Spirit. And they are saying to us, okay, they are saying to us, these beautiful goals that you are manifesting during this period are going to come to you now. These promises will be kept. Your family, you're going to find, if you haven't found your twin flame relationship, you're going to find your twin flame relationship. You're going to have children dancing around. Everything's going to be good. Abundance is going to come to you. Everything is going to be good, and you're going to be thankful and grateful. Now the towers come, and be careful, Gemini, while you're building your sanctuary, while you're manifesting your sanctuary, be careful not to get too isolated. Be careful not to sit in this tower isolating yourself from the world, because then you're going to stop this beautiful process here. You're going to stop working for your highest purpose. And when we stop working for our highest purpose, Spirit often has a habit of coming in and just removing us and waking us up by shaking us out, And so this is just a reminder, be very mindful. Don't isolate yourself, Okay. Because when we don't isolate ourselves, we'll have this amazing strength, this amazing card of strength. We'll be able to tame a lot of our fears, a lot of our addictions. We'll be able to tame them. You see how our divine feminine is taming this lion. She's not doing it forcefully, she's just closing his mouth. and loving Him. You'll be able to manifest and create exactly the reality that you want. You'll be grounded, okay? And in order to get that energy, we have to sometimes take that step back. We have to sometimes just allow ourselves to view the horizon and survey our options before we move forward, before we act too quickly, okay? Other energies or additional information that Spirit has given us is, at the moment you are very much in your Empress energy, your divine feminine, divine perfection. You're sitting there, you know your worth. And that is so important, Gemini. Always know your worth. Because when you know your worth, the world works around you and you create your own reality. Emotions are flowing, there's no blockage. You have grain, abundance, material abundance, and you are just earth and nature. And the additional card is the devil inverted. And this again is so beautiful. And it's popped up in the previous two readings. So it's popped up in Aries reading. And it's popped up in Taurus reading. So it might be an idea to go see what's happening there. But when the devil's inverted, it's the breaking of the chains. It's the reclaiming of your elements. It's the breaking of addiction, of fear, of abandonment. It's so beautiful. So thank you, Gemini, for coming. Thank you for being here with us, and I'm very excited for you this new moon phase. Spend some time thinking about what you want to manifest, because you're in this amazing position to manifest it. And if you like this reading, leave a like. If you want to comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And please subscribe, because there will be many more of these readings. So thank you, Gemini, and I wish you a beautiful weekend and a beautiful new moon. Namaste.